to Daily Buzz, South Africa's deadly contract killing industry. From alleged masterminds like Vusimusi cat Matlala and Katiso Molefe to the shocking million-rand hits that claimed the lives of figures such as rapper AKA and lawyer Pete Mihalik, we reveal just how much hitmen are paid to kill their targets, the money trails, the masterminds, and the true cost of orchestrating death in South Africa.
Amounts that hitmen charge for contract killings in South Africa. This is how much Matlala and Katiso Molefe, who use the same, very expensive inkabi in South Africa, pay to unalive their enemies. A special thank you to General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Without him, we wouldn't know all the details we are going to share with you in this video. In the shadowy streets of contract killings in South Africa, the price tags attached to human lives reveal a chilling economy driven by power, money, and hidden agendas. Recent investigations have uncovered how much hitmen charge for these deadly services, with costs varying from modest sums to staggering amounts that reflect the complexity and risks involved. Among the figures standing out as some of the highest-paying masterminds are businessmen Vusimusi Matlala and Katiso Molefe, whose alleged involvement in multiple high-value hits has drawn intense scrutiny. Their cases highlight the upper end of this grim market, where payments can reach hundreds of thousands of rand, far exceeding the averages seen in many other incidents. A special acknowledgement goes to General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, the KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner, whose bold exposures in recent briefings have brought these masterminds into the light, connecting their actions to a web of organized crime and prompting national discussions on accountability. General Mkhwanazi's revelations, shared during a national briefing on July 6, 2025, have exposed the intricate networks behind these killings, emphasizing how figures like Matlala and Molefe allegedly orchestrate hits with substantial financial backing. His efforts have not only led to arrests but also sparked inquiries into broader interference in police work, underscoring the challenges in tackling this issue. As of today, these developments continue to unfold in courts across Gauteng and beyond, with ongoing trials shedding light on the true costs and motivations driving South Africa's contract killing market.
agreement sokuthi abavumelani nezinto ekufuneka kanjalo zenzeke nanokuthi omunye usolakala ukuthi udla imali bayamsaba abakwazi ukuthi bamface bakhulume naye face to face. So the solution is igama usandile walambano kade yinka 10 years back.
The market for hitmen, often referred to as inkabi in Zulu, operates like a business where prices fluctuate based on several factors.
Ukhuluma ngami, ngikhuluma ngaka umuntu odubula engamsukeli umuntu. Ngisuke ngiphunywa nguwe ukuthi suxakekile kakhulu inkabi ke le. Uyasithola enkonzweni kakhulu. Enkonzweni lapho esidlalela khona kakhulu ngoba ilapho esisuke sicela into ethelele kakhulu ngoba ithina esikhula kudlula bonke labantu abathi bahamba inkonzo abathandazayo ngoba suke bekhalela izinto abangazazi. Thina suke sazi ukuthi cha ngimuyisile lo muntu kodwa ngenxa yendlela ngenxa yomsebenzi wami ukuthi ngiphuma kuphi akusho lutho kodwa umsebenzi wenkabi noma inkabi umuntu ongathi unesibindi ngoba umuntu okwazi ukuhlala naye xoxa naye kodwa azi ukuthi uzokushaya ikhanda futhi akanaki ngadla ndawonye kodwa ngazi ukuthi uzokushaya ngoba sengikhokhelile.
For simpler jobs, where the target has little protection and minimal planning is needed, fees can start as low as 2,000 rand.
Ngikhokhelwa malini?
Kuyadependa kuya ngokuthi uqashwe umuntu kanjani. Kuyenzeka ukuthi mhlasimpe abantu bomthetho, ikhulu zomthetho straight. Kuyenzeka ukuthi usomabhizinisi. Kuyenzeka ukuthi umuntu ongenalutho. Uyayibona-ke leyo nto ukuthi imali ayifani zabo, uyabona.
This entry-level pricing makes such services accessible to those with personal grudges or small-scale disputes, drawing from a pool of willing participants often recruited from areas with high unemployment and easy access to illegal firearms.
Abamthembanga esaqala ukubona because this was him who vouched ngoba labantu besuku kanje abamthembi defuna kwenza uzozenza so kuleso sikhathi leso ngingathembekayo umuntu engakangithembi engi-introduce kwakhona umsebenzi oqhamukayo wazayo so wenza naye mfethu engifika sahamba bengasali ngoba vele into esengayengayenza so lo muntu lo wakufuneke ayoshaya umuntu wayenqaba ngazi umuntu wayekamasipala so manje into eyayenzeka umuntu obenalo ngoba lo muntu lo sasimlandela usuku mesimlandela ebusuku nemini sibuka yonke imovement yakhe ukuthi uyaphi wenzani uhamba nini yedwa uhamba nini nomndeni wakhe umehamba nabantu so maybe samlandela uthunzi lapho wayehamba yedwa isani
manje phela nje into ethiwa inkabi ingane ebencane phela yiwo ama-25 years 20 years impela i-farm ziyatholakala kanjani i-farm khona i-farm abantu abasebenza ukuqashisa ngabo i-farm mawuyosiqasha uyodubula ngakho umuntu uyasiqasha ngo-1,000 kanjalo
simlandele isikhathi esimama 3 months ayikho indlela ukuthi simshaya 3 months simlandele kwenzeke siyamthola uhamba ngoba ehamba nomndeni wakhe iyona thuba esimtholayo so lapho-ke ayikho into esizoyizwa khona ilona thuba elaselifile ithuba elincane i-chance yokugeza isipalo nje uma ufuna kakhulu lezi amapolitiki njengekhansela uqala uyomhlolela kufanele ngokuhlolela ukuthi uvika ngayo imuphi umuntu oyisebenzisayo usebenzisa umuthi wale South Africa noma umuthi wangaphandle kufanele ngubuke kuqala ukuthi le ndoda lisebenzisa umuthi waseMozambique uphethe imalawa ayi kuney'hlahla zaseTanzania lo muntu okay mina sengiyazi ukuthi sengizoyijika kanjani angithi sengibukelile ukuthi uvika ngani mase ngiyaqala-ke ngibhila iy'nhlamvu ngibhilela ney'nhlamvu ukuthi singanqaphi isibhamu noma kuthiwa udle lowo muthi lowo mina sengiyiskhenikha ngendlela yami ukuthi singanqaphi isibhamu mase sengiyakufuna-ke manje ukuthi uhamba kuphi angithi labantu sebeyagadwa manje abatholakali kalula uhamba kanjani easy target yabo yazi ukuthi bashayeka kuphi kalula emgwaqeni angithi wena ngiyayazi imoto abahamba ngayo mina sengibona ukuthi semotweni nokuthi nokuthi emgwaqeni okunakusise kakhulu bashaya emgwaqeni amapolitiki angisho laba bantu basebukhosini nale laba bashayisiwe ngena kwakhe engakwazi ukuyilwela kutshulwa igwala lokudubula uflathelile umuntu okuzodubula uflathelile igwala vele phela lo muntu lo khuluma ngomuntu emotweni ngoba umflikhela ama-light angithi ba-blue light abona flikhela ama-light aphazamiseke musukoshwa lezi moto zama-security yena uzonakala le moto emphazamisayo wena thina saba ngenye imoto sesodila naye asaphazamisana ngithi unalama-bodyguard anakela abantu isaliyakhuma la sisalishaya-ke ikhansela awudubuli umuntu ophambili ngoba uyazi ukuthi laba abanankinga i-target iyaphathi nendawo ibullet kunemoto esuke ilandela ngemuva ikhansela naleyo isikhulu basihlalisa phakathi nendawo kakhulu kube i-bodyguard ngala kube i-bodyguard wena ushaya isibhamu kufanele usise i-target yekhanda amabullet akufaneke ebe maningi nganyanga muthumela la yabo 3 mekuthi sedlule ku-3 sebe maningi kakhulu khuluma umuntu osebenzayo iyekhanda
hayi laba abantu abanganalo ekuli nje abantu abashibhile nango-25,000 namhlanje umuntu 5,000 zogeza ngawo usalendisweni
kodwa ayikho inkabi engawisa umuntu ngo-10,000 ngo-20,000 ngo-30,000 uqala kusukela ku-40 50 kuya phezulu.
In high-profile cases, where the target holds significant status or the act needs to send a clear message, prices soar even further.
Kulula ngoba siyayithenga na i-bodyguard angithi bangabantu bahlala emphakathini na siyabakhuluma nabo sihlale nabo sikhulume mase siya ndoda uthatha udrink wakho bamba udrink wakho kanje ngisemsebenzini nami ngiphazamisa ngithi yazi ukuthi ngisebenza kanjani futhi uma uphakama wazi ukuthi ndoda sisabana ngoba ngisemsebenzini awusemsebenzini angifuni ukuthi ingane zakho yilambe ngoba kahle ngiqonde wena ngifuna lo muntu engithunywe kuyena straight wena melala lo muntu uzoqhubeka uthola umsebenzi amaphoyisa azale emakhaya azale emndenini angabantu bangabafowethu ukuze kube lula kunezinto nje engifuna inhlamvu kufanele ngiwathathe emaphoyiseni phela kufanele ngiqale ngikhulume nawo bafowethu nami ngisemsebenzini bayazi ukuthi umfowethu naphila nomsebenzi kanje muhambe endleleni iwona show ukuthi nama-roadblock ingahambi ikhansela lo mission kune-roadblock endaweni ku-R35 ungasahambi ngawo kune-roadblock akuphumeki ugcula amasosha ngeke uze phumele fihle ithuluzi lakho ulandele kahle ngoba bazokusesha phela imoto yakho uyazi ukuthi ithuluzi uma ulifakile walifihla ngalifihla le ndawo ngilifihla kuyo emotweni ngeke uze uthole.
The murder of renowned rapper Kinnan Falls, known as AKA, on February 10, 2023, exemplifies this, with allegations pointing to a payment of 800,000 rand. This amount positions it as one of the most expensive hits recorded, only outdone by the 1 million rand reportedly paid for the killing of Cape Town lawyer Pete Mihalik. These figures come from detailed analyses by organizations like the Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime, which tracks patterns in such incidents. Their reports indicate that South Africa sees an average of at least 10 assassinations per month, a sharp rise from earlier years, fueled by the availability of hitmen and the impunity that allows many to operate without fear of capture. The statistics also reveal a shocking crisis and dangerous environment. About 72 people are murdered daily in South Africa, and police often commit maximum resources on high-profile and at times, towards very high-profile cases only. The costs are not arbitrary, they account for resources like multiple participants, specialized equipment, and post-act cover-ups. For instance, if a job involves coordinating a team, acquiring vehicles for escape, or even bribing insiders for information on the target's movements, the price escalates accordingly. Delving deeper into specific cases illustrates this pricing spectrum. The killing of police Captain Zwelakhe Ntombela at his home involved an alleged payment of 300,000 rand, orchestrated by someone close to him. His own wife, who was later sentenced to life in prison. Similarly, the hit on whistleblower Babita Deokaran outside her home in Johannesburg carried a reported cost of 200,000 rand, tied to efforts to silence her exposures of financial irregularities. Lower down the scale, the murder of Nicolaas Hirschap in Melkbostrand was split among 5 associates for just 25,000 rand, showing how group involvement can dilute individual payouts while keeping overall costs low. Even more economical was the 10,000 rand paid for the killing of tow truck driver Richard Joseph in Kuils River, described as a random act to punish a company, allegedly ordered by crime figure Nafis Modak. Other notable incidents include the 70,000 rand hit on Jade Panayotita in Port Elizabeth, linked to a personal betrayal. Jade Panayotita was a woman from Port Elizabeth, South Africa, who was abducted and murdered in April 2015. Her husband, Christopher, orchestrated her killing to make an insurance claim, and he was found guilty of her murder along with his co-accused, Sinethemba Menende and Zolani Rokcho. Christopher is currently serving a life sentence for the crime. Another notable case is the 100,000 rand allegedly paid for the killing of former soccer captain Senzo Meyiwa in Vosloorus, where controversial musician Kelly Khumalo stands accused as the mastermind. At the pinnacle of this market are masterminds like Matlala and Katiso Molefe, whose alleged payments set new benchmarks. Matlala, a businessman with ties to controversial tenders, has been implicated in a hit attempt on his former lover, socialite Tebogo Tobechene, on October 17, 2023. Court revelations during his bail application in the Alexandra Magistrates Court detail a series of bank transfers totaling nearly 400,000 rand, funneled through accounts linked to accused hitman Tleko Floyd Mabusela and his daughter, Ntabiseng Nzama. Prosecutors have highlighted the suspicious timing of these payments, noting that 100,000 rand was transferred into Nzama's account at 11:39 a.m. on October 18, 2023, just an hour and 3 minutes before Mabusela's mother passed away at 12:36 p.m. that day. Further payments included 200,000 rand split into two batches into Mabusela's business account, with additional sums deposited on the day of the death and the day after the shooting. One transfer of 50,000 rand went from Nzama's account to a company where Mabusela is the sole director, and another 100,000 rand followed on October 18, referenced as Medicare 24. Prosecutors argue these were not for funeral expenses, as Matlala claims, pointing out that the first payment occurred on October 12, 6 days before the death, and the amounts exceed typical costs for such arrangements. Matlala maintains the funds were for medical and burial support, but the sequence suggests a link to the attempted hit, which left one of Tobechene's companions paralyzed. This case ties Matlala to a broader network, including his wife Tsagani Matlala, all charged with attempted murder, money laundering, and conspiracy. Investigations have also connected Matlala. On November 24, 2022, Tau and Mabusela's phones pinged near Molefe's home, followed by cash deposits, 100,000 rand into Tau's account, with similar sums for Mabusela and co-accused Musa Gegana. This pattern repeats in the murder of Hector Buthelezi, whose stage name was DJ Vintos, on March 15, 2022, outside a pub in Orlando. Shot in the early hours, the gunman escaped in a BMW X3. WhatsApp messages hours later mentioned Pafa being very happy and plans to meet after work. Deposits followed, 10,000 rand into Mabusela's account that day, and 56,000 rand 3 days later. Ballistics linked AK-47s found at Gegana's home to both scenes, strengthening the case.
Abashayeli noma kanjani kumele kuqale umhambe lezi umuntu kuqala kulomthena ukuthenga ukuthi inyanga mhlawumbe zokunika umuthi mhlawumbe ngihamba uye emathuneni ufike wenze ngale ndlela ekwenza ngawo umuthi umthathe inhlobo zamathuna usho ukuthi ayisamcela ubani manje ayi mlizeni nabakubo manje ayi samdingi la emhlabeni.
So njengoba sihamba iy'nyanga ngizoba nenyanga yami ngizoyihamba mhlawumbe kwaZulu umuntu engimuhambayo lapho owaziwa yimina ngedwa ozobenza lezi zinto ngoba ngizokuthiwa ngibuya ukuyobulala amaSuthu pizza.
Mina bengina-27 years ngangikhumbula kahle ngawenza umsebenzi engaboni ukuthi le msebenzi angeke ungisendawo egcineni nami ukuthi nami ngifune vele ngihambe ngayo le ndlela engihambanga kahle.
The former Ingabi has since left the industry, citing that his victims continue to haunt him even after he's performed cleansing rituals.
Thanks for watching.